Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dungeons Divided Rivenheim here on Dungeons Divided. Great to see you back. Well, let's get right into it with a quick introduction, and then we'll do the awesome intro video, say thank you to our sponsors, and see what we have in store for you today. So, starting with Roy, please tell us who you are and who you're playing.
My name is Roy Halo, and I will be playing Corin, the elf rogue.
And hello everyone, I am 𝐒𝐩𝐸, the cinematic sorcerer, and I'm coming at you from Float Studios, because here, we still float. And I'll be playing 𝐒𝐻𝑒𝐻𝑒𝐴, the elven sorcerer, who is boisterous and fun.
You actually broke her.
See? Look what you've done!
I'm sorry. I mean...
Can we come back to you?
No, I can do this.
And scene.
Okay, let's go ahead, please.
Hi, I'm Chris Rickabaugh. I'm playing Aldor Rothgate, the half-elven warlock. Next.
Oh my god. Look, long
Shout
hair.
out to my fans.
Long hair.
Oh, God.
Hey folks, I'm Joshua Story. I'll be playing 𝐒𝐻𝑒𝐲𝐬𝐬 Goliath fighter. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pass the ball.
And I'm Shauna Ladd playing Captain Sophina Rain. Thank you very much.
Hey everyone, my name is PJ. I'm the GM. They're all so full of beans tonight. We're just gonna have a great time. Moo.
I prefer being filled with vinegar and joy.
That is a weird combination, but we'll get back to that after this intro. Please enjoy the video. Please, dear God, enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching. That intro is a lot of fun to do. I liked it. That being said, I want to take a quick second to shout out Float Studios, where we are currently filming in, as you heard from our wonderfully outgoing and gregarious sorcerer. I want to take a quick second to thank our sponsors, +3 to Charisma and the Goods Merchant. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell, get all the details, follow us on our YouTube at Dungeons Divided, and as well here on Twitch, so you get all the new episodes as we drop them. With that being said,
Also, if you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the show, send an email to dungeonsdivided@gmail.com. Again, that's dungeonsdivided@gmail.com with the subject sponsorship, and we'll get back to you with all the information.
We will be happy to sell your products.
yes. Look, we live in a world of 93 guilds. We can have a 4th one. We can have a 94th one. But that being said, we're coming back. I'll just give you this one tagline that we ended the last episode on. As all things looking crazy, people are running to the darkness where a friend lies bleeding in the underground. All we hear echoing in the distance is... Boo. But we're going to be cutting back to that dramatic movie moment and kind of close in our camera a bit on Corin. Corin, before everything kicks off, where are we finding you right now?
So Corin steps outside, and as he's passing through, he sees 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬 petting a cow, apparently, and steps outside. And what just outside? What does he see exactly?
Just outside. I mean, it's a morning day in Edelfall.
Yeah.
Hundreds, if not thousands, of people are scrambling, just running around, scrambling to work, to the market, to one of their many guilds that they have multiple jobs at. It's commerce in all of its complexity and chaos.
Okay. So he'll come around the corner of the building. Is there like an alley or anywhere that seems...
It's a pretty wide open cobblestone infrastructure. You can probably find an easy alley or some limited amount of privacy. Sure.
It's kind of open? Okay. So he will find a kind of an open alley that seems busy. Would it be busy enough? Are the people walking in and out, you would say?
I'd say the
shaded?
foot traffic in the alleyway is not as heavy. Pretty.
Well, he will pick up a stone and he will write on the wall in Thieves' Cant. And he will write, looking for any information on Nemesis.
Okay.
Sign, and he will sign it in his spy alias.
Bond. Corin Bond.
All right.
And as he's doing that, he'll come back around, and I guess
That's about the time then you would get that message in your head, had that conversation with Aldor, and you can hear the sound of his words being cut short as panic, pain, poison, fire starts screaming through his mind.
Hold on! Coming! Aldor needs help! 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬, follow me!
All you hear in the distance...
As I'm running through,
Yeah.
I will yell at him as he's petting his cow.
Yeah. And as you run off, in the midst of adrenaline, danger, death, and despair, all you hear as I guess a verbal confirmation is just... Moo.
He'll take a deep breath. 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬! Now's the time to do some arm ripping!
Not there, mate.
Oh, at this point? Yeah, no, at this point, the cow is gone.
Oh, so I don't see anything? I don't see him?
It's the field where he would have been, but yeah, no, you don't see him, the cow's gone.
All right. Well, he will be making a run and a beeline towards that vault.
So you come in through the main like bar area.
Yeah, and I came back around.
I'm coming down the stairs.
Okay. So then I will look at you. Arm ripping, now!
Arm ripping, oh boy, let's go play!
Okay, so...
And my friend here, I will pass it over to him as I'm making a beeline and making towards the vault.
Okay. The door...
And he's hearing this.
Yeah, everything from the end of last episode in your mind, that conversation's already been happening. We are having that moment where that beat is now meeting these two and their beats. And as that heavy door swings open behind you, you come running down and you can, hear the door close behind you. And you see, the three of you, see Aldor bleeding from the stomach. And of course you approaching him.
Oh no, I'm a giant octopus on the other side from wherever the arrow came from, and I'm like blocking the hell out of him so nothing can get through.
Okay, so also you're like with the tentacles
Yeah.
with the whole body? Okay.
Yeah.
Potion.
So yeah, I will toss you a potion that I have.
And I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points and cast darkness through the whole corridor that I can see through.
Okay. So darkness.
So we see you with an arrow bleeding and everything.
Not
right?
for long.
No, not really. He's kind of, a little bit enveloped by a giant octopus who is blocking the corridor from whichever direction the arrow came from.
Not Mr. Nibbles, got it.
No, not Mr.
By the way, give me an insight check.
Not as good at this one, but I'll take that. 19.
19? Okay. I know there was some confusion, maybe like where's the shot coming from? You are right behind him. As you can realize, the arrow is pointing out of your stomach. You can assume, and by how far it's come through your stomach. This shot was probably taken about 80 to 100 feet behind you. And if on that map, you would notice that would start getting to around a bend, going into a section of the reliquary that you have not explored yet.
Okay, so can I react before everybody else gets down there?
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Go right ahead.
Okay, I'm that opening. I'm casting Shatter on.
The behind you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like,
Okay. It's a save, correct?
yes, it is. Constitution, I believe.
Well, you know what's great about rolls is that you don't have to know what the DC is when you roll a critical fail.
Woo! Die, bitch!
My God. Oh, okay. So. Oh wait. No. Ooh, well, that's not great. So 10. It's 10.
So, the Shatter spell goes off just after that happens, just so I can get the turn of events just right so we know where we're at right now. You cast Shatter. As that sound goes off, you transform into your giant octopus to protect your friend. As that is occurring and you're squaring up a defense, that is when the door slams behind you and you guys come into the room with the darkness spell and the potion. And of course, 𝐒𝐲𝐸 is there as well, ready to rip arms off, and here is where we are now in this moment. So I guess the question is, what do we all do next? Start with Ethereal. Oh, yes, Poor.
I will say I toss him a potion as he's casting darkness. I will at least see the octopus. I would like to try to make a acrobatic pass through and get to the other side of the octopus.
Okay.
At least.
Well, technically speaking, you don't really need to roll a roll because it's a friendly square, so you can move right through them.
Cool.
I'll let you go through me this time.
So yeah,
If she was to say,
yes,
like,
I
no,
will be
then-
going. For intents and purposes, I will be making a nice acrobatic check around it.
As you do your sick-ass flip over the open spot, do a little bit of a twirl, land in a sliding 3-point superhero pose. Look, it's so cool. That's when the darkness envelops you, or after that, or...
Yeah.
But you're there. You see the hallway, not much else. Ethereal, what are you doing with your turn, with your action?
So I'm gonna make my way straight to Aldor. Drink this, cast Mage Hand.
So, Aldor's gonna put the potion to his lips and rip the arrow out, and then drink.
Okay.
I know it's gonna suck.
Yeah. That's a standard healing potion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to say off the top of my head that is 4d4 plus 4 or 2d4 plus 4?
It was 2d4 plus
2d4 plus 4, thank you. There's so many different dice potions. So yeah, please roll 2d4 and add 4 to that.
Okay.
Beats what I would have recommended. Would have cauterized it.
Set it on fire and stick it in me.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Burn that down.
Sorry, children.
Okay, so that is 8.
I'm not.
All right, you heal 8 HP, which I believe puts you at 15 HP total.
The
Yes.
cauterizing wasn't for you.
I don't think I want to know what the cauterizing is for.
It was for me.
Why?
Why? What do you... No, let's go. Come on.
Don't
action.
ask- don't
Don't
ask
ask
why.
action. Okay, so with that healing, the potion is imbibed, the arrow is removed, the darkness is present. What's the
Aldor.
next move?
What did you see? What happened?
Somebody shot me. It came from the way we haven't gone yet. There's a bit of rubble from my spell. He's just looking at the arrow. I assume I don't have enough actions to cast Mage Hand again.
Ethereal.
Out of combat, you can do that if you want to.
Oh, okay, then Mage Hand. but he's not concentrating, so you can't see it.
That's fine.
Zethereal, how's he doing? How's he doing, Zethereal?
He's been better. Use the hand to hold the wound close. I'd like to burn a sorcery point to twin spell my mage hand.
Okay.
Okay. And I want to leave it 30 feet behind me. Let's go. And as close to the attacker as we can while moving toward the door, so that if anyone charges or something tries to shoot, it has the possibility of being touched by both of my mage hands to let me know that they're there. Because it's still dark.
Yes.
So
Let me see that arrow.
So now they're gonna go through darkness and possibly feel the touch of skeletal hands floating in nowhere.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Do you recognize the arrow?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Can
Okay.
I recognize the arrow?
Give me a. Give me a history check.
Oh, shit.
There's no spite rules, man.
Let's see, 2 minus 1.
1.
Dirty 1.
This arrow is an arrow.
And it's got blood on it.
And do you know whose blood it's on that arrow? Doesn't taste like yours, right?
No, still not mine.
No, it's not yours now. No. There you go. It's not the arrow that didn't hit you.
Right. That's right. I really put the brains to it.
Yeah. Dude, your mind palace is basically just a garage.
A hoarder's garage.
Full of Mr. Nibbles.
Yeah,
Full of treats.
All the Mr. Nibbleses have nibbled holes in the walls.
And I want to say it's like the garage fridge that has like the Coors Light in it. You're just like,
Oh my god.
my pals.
I'm just saying
No,
it
that's from
covered.
2016.
It's got all the little nibbles going.
I'm just saying all the walls covered in those mouse holes from cartoons. just a little upside down views.
I didn't mean to turn your mind palace into absolute nightmare circus show, but there you go. So Safina, you wanted to say something?
And the caretaker has buttons for
yes.
eyes.
I'm okay. I was. Now that everybody's here. Oh my god, sorry. I'm going to wild shape from the giant octopus into a wolf and try to sniff, because I saw him do shatter before I was able to get in front of him, right, to protect. I'm gonna go over to where that was, like sniffing for any kind of maybe blood that maybe, if it got injured or something, just trying to get a scent.
What does what does your shatter look like? Do we see?
It is more audible than visual.
Okay.
It's like a vibration starts
Okay.
and then grows like a crescendo of
Like an
vibration.
earthquake in that area.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm also moving forward with her, and
I'm using my
I'm trying
sniffer
to
'cause
use
I
my
can't see.
and I'm trying to use my perception.
Okay. So then, you're in what form again?
Wolf.
Wolf. Okay. Give me perception. I believe Wolf has keen senses. You get advantage on this.
Yes.
And you're using your perception.
I have keen senses.
All right. Go ahead and roll. This is a silly question. Do you have dark vision? You do, right?
I do have dark vision.
Yeah. Okay. Then why don't you give me a perception check?
All right. Ooh, that's lovely.
What was yours?
It would be a 26.
I don't know the meaning of lovely anymore. He's changing.
There's ironic lovely, and then there's non-ironic lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there's the
I will
British
figure
term
this
for
out.
delicious. You see.
23.
23. Excellent.
Yes.
So you're doing a perception check with your eyes. I'm gonna say you're using your nose and your ears.
You'll also see that if anybody, well, if you might notice, but there will be some light. The tattoo on my face will start to kind of brighten up, start to glow as I'm I'm preparing something as a possibility.
Okay.
A reaction.
So, as you begin to look, looking around the area, you start noticing there is shifted dust to suggest there was a physical being here. However, as you look beyond, you don't see any blood. You don't see any signs of physicality in this room. Actually, almost none at all. But yet you can tell that there was still a presence initially in one spot. Someone maybe settled for a bit, almost as if though they're really good at hiding their tracks. You, in the same spot, as you're looking at the same thing you can tell he's looking at, you can see that you can even smell the scent of their musk, their shoes, the cold old leathers that have been sweated through to the bone, the heels that are just kind of rotted a bit, and you can really get a good scent of this person. But then once you start moving, you can tell all signs of tracking. You can't pick out a damn thing.
Okay. I just wanted to get their scent so that if I ever smell them again, I know who they are.
I will rule that when you are in wolf form, you can do that.
Yeah.
Can I see the footprint?
After the initial step, no.
But I see an initial step.
The initial one, which is in the opposite, basically the logical opposite direction of,
That's fine.
where everything was happening from.
But I can see the size of the footprint.
Roughly, it's a very standard footprint. I'm going to say if the average for a male size is like 11, it looks like it's about 11.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's still important.
Where were you hit?
Right here. You mean, like, where was I?
Yeah, where were you?
Oh, right at the bottom of the stairs. We were about to come up.
Shut in the back. Well, that's sporting.
Well, there's only one way out that I can tell. I bet we can catch him.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't bet, or you wouldn't catch him.
I wouldn't suggest we try to catch them. I have a theory, but let's get through the door first.
Walking in. I'm walking towards them. It was a humanoid. Whatever it was. I wonder, is this really the only way in and out? Aldor, how are you doing?
I feel like I just got shot.
I can see that.
It's not great.
Right. Well,
Is that the first time you've been shot?
Yeah? Yeah.
Interesting.
let's get you out of here.
Well, if it helps, it doesn't get any better.
That doesn't help.
Yeah. See, I've been hit a couple times, and he pulls down like at the side of his toga, and you can see scars from like axe blades and a couple arrow strikes.
As intriguing as all of this is, gentlemen,
Yeah,
I believe it's a conversation we should
Right.
have not in this tunnel.
Yeah, you're probably right. Pulls it back up. So
He grabs you, looks you right in the eye, and he's like,
looks you up in the eye, right?
All right.
I want to hurt someone.
That's a good feeling, isn't it?
No.
Aldor, we all do. Let's get you up. Let's get you safe. Sophina!
He's moving. He's moving.
I'm staying in wolf form.
Okay.
But because of little baby dum dum, I can cast spells that are bonus actions, which healing spirit happens to be one. So I'm going to cast that at 2nd level.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes. And I will tell you what it does in just a brief moment when I pull it up. I'm so
Hadn't
sorry.
planned on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking because it said bonus action spells only, and I was like, what are bonus action spells? So I had to go and find my list, and that was the one that. But I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
It's all right. Why don't we do this? So I'm guessing all these actions are happening as you're walking up the stairs back to the giant door to get back to the main room of the guild. Absolutely valid and capable.
Aldor, are you still holding the... would I see you still holding the arrow?
Yeah, he's holding the arrow. He ripped it out of Zolgar's hand. He's like, give me that.
I feel like I should have had like advantage on checking that, given my.
I mean,
I'll lick your
But that's
wound.
fine. Whatever.
if you actually wanted to contest it, sure. I imagine this was just one of those. Okay, you can take it from my hand. You just got shot. You're in a bad mood.
No, not that. I mean, I should have had an advantage on figuring out if I knew that arrow or not.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I
Okay,
see.
that is a valid argument to make. For now, I'll say.
But that's fine. We can.
But later we can figure that out.
yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll have
Not a
a
big
look at it in a better lit
Yeah.
iron.
Yeah. That's just like.
It's a little dark down here.
Yeah.
So I'm not
And
sure.
I don't have dark vision, so sure.
Yeah, let's wait.
Yeah, we're gonna say.
So I'm not sure how you want to play this. It lasts for 1 minute. It's concentration. You call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded, and I can move it every 6 seconds, so every round on my turn, and 30 feet. And every time it enters or somebody enters its 5-foot radius, they heal 1d6.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely say it's concentration for a minute. So why don't we just fastball this and say, it's probably a minute is very fast going up a large set of stairs and entering a building proper.
Average roll would make that about 30 hit points.
Yeah, about 30 HP overall. So I'll say with kind of a quick hand wave, with that math, you were able to heal him 30 HP. Where would that put you at with your HP?
I only have 32 max.
Oh, perfect. There you go.
25 anyway.
I took 25.
I like
so
this.
And then the potion healed him
like
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it, he got
healed him
to
up
he's
to
good.
15.
You feel
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
So I'm full. I'm
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I'm marking that up.
So
What does your healing
Shaking.
spirit look like?
Okay, so because you guys can't hear me, I am a wolf at the moment. This beautiful, it's like when you're looking through, let's say you're in an aquarium and they have the light coming through and you're looking at it as a separate thing. It's this water and it just kind of, makes you feel calm and peaceful. And it just is vaguely humanoid with like a pointed end, and it waves a little bit and the colors transform slightly as light that doesn't exist in this place at this moment goes through it, but it's very beautiful, almost hypnotic.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And that spirit dances around until you are healed, and the minute is up. You are back in the guild proper.
I'm gonna stay in wolf form until my wild shape falls, and I'm gonna sniff every fucking person we pass.
well, that is certainly one way to get us into a competition.
It sure is. Aldor grabs a chair from one of the tables, puts it in front of the door, and sits there.
I need everyone to make a perception check.
Ooh, I'm still wolfy. 26.
Can I just use my passive?
Sorry, 23. 23.
23. Okay,
Yeah.
23.
Oh, God. Okay, that's a 9.
That door is very big, though, so I can see why.
Yeah.
4. I've already committed to who did this and why.
Oofa.
I apparently don't care about perceiving anything at the moment,
Oh my god.
so
What was the number of not caring?
it would be in that one.
Oh shit.
So I really just don't care.
Oh no, you see everything.
I see everything.
Promise you
All in
see.
one.
Actually, what's happening
All
right
right.
now is I'm just gonna put the sunglasses.
It's too much.
Yeah.
What do you
It's just
perceive?
too bright.
Oh my
Like,
god.
oh, bro, this
need a
world is too
moment.
significant. I must become cooler.
It's like we're all part of one consciousness experiencing yourself subjectively.
What
Are
was
we
all
there
your
yet,
perception?
Mommy?
Well, he's the one blocking the door.
So it's awesome.
I got a 9 as well.
Okay.
Oh, we're
So,
doing it.
unfortunately, the only thing I'll give you is that your sense does trigger for a slight second, a slight bit. But then it seems to fade just as quickly as you get a whiff of it.
That confirms it's not a monster in the dungeon.
Very true,
That's
very
all.
true, very true.
Yeah.
But no one else is able to see or notice anything out of the ordinary or unusual.
Oh. And I drop the darkness.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, there's probably some guy just like trying to make eggs in the morning, seeing all this happening, like, what the?
Oh, but I leave the twinned mage hands. Oh no, they only last a minute. Never mind.
Yeah.
Man, it's fine.
I just love the idea this is an office, and there could be someone on a run cooking breakfast, and all this shit pops off, and it's like, oh no. Just what a weird day to clock in. Anyway, so yeah, you're back in the guild hall. Your face is up against this massive wooden door. You smell that scent, and it's gone just as quick.
I'm still keeping it in my mind, though.
May I examine the arrow?
Right, yeah, let's look at this. Also, Aldor is sitting Riker style facing the door.
Wait, you mean he stepped over the back of the chair and he's okay?
Damn right.
Okay. Or is he leaning on everyone that comes through? Just
You first. Sorry.
I'd like to take this to the smith to ask who made it.
The Fletcher?
The wonderful young lady that makes the weapons.
Well, I mean, is there anything significant about this arrow?
It looks very standard issue. The fact that you have like 93 guilds here, like 10, 15, 20 of them could be different types of Fletchers. And even then, that's just showing you who it bought from. That's not showing you who bought it.
Can I do an investigation on the arrow? Oh, yeah, now I start getting numbers.
Oh, good. Good. That's something.
Yeah, that's a 15.
All right, 15. Yeah, you know that this is a very standard issue, but well-crafted arrow, and that if you go out there, you can probably find 10 or 20 places that can make this exact same arrow. Very standard issue.
Human craftsmanship.
Really quickly, I think Corin and Zolgar had something to add. Let's go with Zolgar first.
That's right. I Slate! Or something. Do I see anybody else that's either Glory, Dahlia, or Slate?
Yeah, Slate is getting up. He's getting his giant cup of coffee. He's kind of gotten late for breakfast, but he goes, "Hey, what's up?"
Slate. Oh my God! I take his coffee from him and I down it.
All yours, big man.
We were just attacked by somebody in the basic area of the reliquary, the entranceway.
Right,
My buddy Aldor took an arrow to the stomach.
That joke's too easy. Okay.
That was an adventure.
Took an arrow to the stomach. Hey, Alyssa goes, all right, number one, ain't no one supposed to be doing that. That breaks so many charters and rules. That is meant to be sanctified, holy, safe ground.
Isn't that fun?
Number two, do you have any other details? Because if they shot him on that and we can prove that, we need to know.
Yeah, well, I mean, do you know what kind of proof we would need? Well, we starts grabbing from his plate.
and he's just like, he's a big man, he needs his big breakfast.
He's a nervous eater, you know.
He goes, gosh, I mean, the closest thing, the more evidence we know who this is, the better. We need, just proof. Y'all got friends, ask your friends. Like, we need proof to figure out who shot him. The bow, the weapon, the perpetrator, anything else.
We've still got the arrow.
There was magic.
Oh, and magic, yeah.
What kind of magic? Do y'all know?
It felt like nits flying around my ear.
Like a sense of paranoia, like something was just kind of agitating. It was there.
That's right.
Yeah.
It happened right before I got hit.
Everyone make a nature check.
Nature.
Ooh, thank the gods.
Oh.
Oh, shit. -1.
That's not bad, okay.
Still not bad.
That's not bad at all. Let's start with Zolgar down there. What you got?
13.
That's not bad at all.
It ain't bad.
17.
13, 17, what was that?
Oh, sorry. It ain't bad, yeah.
I stepped on your toes. It ain't bad at all. 13, 17, what you got? 13.
15. Oh, sorry.
Double lucky, 14.
Ooh, okay. We got a nice little median here. Y'all start putting your brains together. I don't know how much you know about all the magic that exists in this world, but you're kind of giving out some of the details that you put out there with your tracking and how scents would just go dead and how foot tracks would just vanish. And Slate starts kind of thinking the same thing you're all thinking. This guy cast pass without a trace, making it almost impossible to do any tracking, and thinks to himself, what kind of person would put a hunter's mark on their target and then cast Pass Without a Trace.
I know exactly.
So, another thought. Would I know whether that was an attempt at a kill shot, or a wound?
Very good question. Yeah, I'm gonna give this to you because you've been fighting all your life. You know that was an attempted kill shot. Center mass with all of that focus put behind it. He was hoping he was gonna put him down in one and make it easy because a headshot with a bow and arrow, a lot harder to hit.
Yes.
He should have gone for the head.
Should have. He should have, ironically.
You're lucky. Had it been an inch to the left, would have completely gone through your gallbladder.
I'm sorry, did you know what a gallbladder is?
Yeah, of course. I've held a couple.
Well, that makes sense.
Fair point.
I have a plan.
All right.
Can you hide yourself in darkness? For how long?
I can hide everything in darkness.
Good. I think it's time to have another meeting with our good friends, the Rolls Runners.
Oh, yeah. Do they have a ranger on their team?
Well, we will find out.
Oh, it's okay, Sophia. I'm fine. Thank you.
Brief moment. So she's gonna get a super good whiff of him, just so that it's familiar, so that the next time she turns into a wolf, if she needs to track them, she can.
Whoa.
I'm not sniffing your ass, don't worry.
She knows where the canine hello, just getting right in the berries.
I mean, whoa.
Turn over.
What are you doing? Whoa.
Slade.
I didn't realize we were so close.
Hey, what's up, Corn?
We are now.
What are the rules of fighting in here?
In the guild hall? Don't.
Is there another entrance to the reliquary?
Well, we got two. We got one on this wing, and we got one on the opposite wing. Grim watches the other one like a hawk, though. No one except the really psycho ones go to Grim.
Really?
Psycho enough to be second place on the leaderboards.
I like where you're pointing at, but unfortunately that dog don't hunt. No, we're talking about people dripping with glowing armor and weapons out the wazoo. They're the ones that are going after insane contracts.
Fair.
I didn't see him at breakfast. Is he around?
Oh, Grim?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's probably waking up and getting down here in a minute anyway.
So he wasn't watching the gate.
That's it? Oh, but that goes to a whole different part of the reliquary.
Do they all connect?
Oh, God, no. That would be impossible. We need the entire, working crew. It's been hundreds of years to connect these damn things. We barely know the ones we found.
So there's no other way in, there's no other entrance.
If you went to my hole, let me rephrase that, dear God. If you went to my
Phrasing.
door, yeah, the minute you say it, you're like, oh, God. If you went to my door, the only way to go, to get in that place is through that door. No other way. No secret entrance, no side hustle. Just right there at that door.
So you're saying the only way to get into that is through that hole, so they'd have to be... I'm lost.
No, big guy, you're almost there.
You were doing quite well.
That door,
I
which
was
leads to
quite
that
impressed,
part. You can only get to that part through that door, so if someone was there, they were there, because they went through there.
Even if they were invisible?
Yeah. We ain't got no magic locks on the door because y'all want to.
They gotta have a key to get in, yeah?
No, and when it hits the pressure plate and hits the bar, it can go down in there.
Wait, invisible? If they were invisible, they could have gotten out ahead of us.
It is possible. But we felt no one run past us as we were going down.
Damn it.
Right.
And I'm sure, well, did you hear the entrance to the door slam, or the door entrance slam, after the incident? Or did you hear the door open and close before we came through it?
I believe how I described it was you went down there and then you were marked and fired at, and then as you all came down into there, running as fast as you can, the door slammed behind you, and then the spells happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so now...
And I swept the area with my mage hands.
I'm not sure, but I think my spell
dark.
hit something.
A little above the table here. I thought the impression was that they had continued on into the
Area that
we had not come from.
Oh yeah, but we weren't there to hear that, or we weren't there to see that.
Right, that was just that was last week, so I was trying to bring that up as a reminder.
Yeah, I mean, last week when we were doing the thing, the GM described that to the people who had gotten shot and the octopus. The rest of us weren't there.
Oh, I know. I'm just acting as a
But-
reminder for you.
I'm just saying, with a pass without trace, could have doubled back if they were invisible.
That's true.
They could have gotten right by us.
You could have gone right by us.
yeah.
We
But
open the door if they slip out.
But he did have the mage hand covering both.
He's saying that if he had both of those effects up, he could have exited when we entered.
When we entered. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying possibilities.
Would I, and because of where I come from, I encounter quite a bit of wood elf magic. So I would be very familiar with this.
With what kind of magic again?
Wood elf magic. Which
Gotcha.
is, and this type of stuff is very innate with that type of magic.
It's very common for sure.
Very,
yeah.
very common. So, what would you say? I would definitely know this kind of type of magic, right?
What the spell Pass Without
can I-
Traces?
can I say that I
Absolutely.
know this
Yeah,
type of
your,
magic?
your hunter spell, I use this spell.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's possible.
Yes.
So I might as well not be guarding this door.
Yeah, and either way, if you were marked, that means there's targets on all of our backs.
Wait a minute, if you were marked, this is using my big brain here, but doesn't, well, I mean,
Go slow.
I'm trying, I'm
all
really
right.
trying
We're gonna
here.
get there.
But
got this big brain.
if the magic is used on you, isn't there, something, left over or something?
Like a residue or residual magic.
A what?
Yes.
A
Yeah,
magic
history,
stain.
right? Like something from one person to the other.
But it,
Slade, what are the
doesn't last.
consequences of this?
If we find out who did it, prove they did it, well, for one thing, they're kicked out of the guild. Their contract is ripped up. They cannot work here anymore because they are a danger to others. That's for starters. And after that, depending on how much of a threat we believe they are, we have the right to throw them into whatever prison will take a murderer, basically, what this is.
Excellent. I think we have a way of proving it.
I bare my teeth.
do you? What is it?
We have the scent.
Oh, Safina smelled him.
Tell me your tail is wagging.
Oh yeah. Oh, also by the way, she looks like a very wet wolf. Like it's kind of silly, but also really creepy, but cute at the same time.
Where'd you come from?
Oh no.
No, that's Safina. Remember? Magic.
Oh.
Not trying to trick you.
Is the wolf wearing a hat?
Yes,
Almost
the
got
wolf
me
is
on that
wearing
one.
a hat, actually. The wolf is wearing the pirate hat.
See
She
the
is
hat?
wearing a hat. She's also like dark furred with like in the right light. It's a little blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pet that dog.
You say that and like her ears go back. And she's like
Oh no.
her haunches come back.
Someone in the guild just looks out and goes, "What the dog doing?
Pet that
That dog?" Oh lordy Jesus! Sorry.
So Safina's
not
got
sorry.
scent.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I don't know how long Pass Without Trace work if he's gonna keep casting it, but it's better than nothing.
I mean, it's a start.
Yeah.
I would like to revisit that contract. Maybe we will take this competition.
You think it was them?
All signs point to it. Did you notice where you said that you'd cast a spell?
Yeah, it was, your basic shatter.
Did you recognize the direction that you cast it in? Had we been there before?
No, it was the area we hadn't gone to before. It was the other entrance.
You mean similar to where they could have wanted to have their little competition?
No, I think that's a different gate.
I don't know actually if we even got that far negotiations as to where they wanted to run.
The night before they had spoken about running past the Golden Gate.
God,
There were
that's
no-
right.
there were no
And I
specifics
think what
beyond
you
that.
just described was that other hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
So effectively speaking, there are 3 hallways.
Yes.
You've been to 2 of them. The run that they wanted you to go down, though you don't know it yet, the golden doorway is down that one you haven't been to. If you talk with anyone in here about the golden doorway, the big door, they'll give you a horrible shudder and like, oh yeah, that's to the right, but you gotta make a horrible deal first to even get to the door.
So, let's speculate, shall we? We tell them that we're not interested in their competition to give them back what they weren't qualified to take in the first place. They hurt one of us, knowing that, let's say the least conspicuous of us, would take their gigantic care to avenge his fallen comrades by tearing their arms off or chasing.
Good idea.
So if the largest one of us decides to go on some sort of rampage, of course the rest of us, out of concern for our large friend, would follow our large friend who's on a mission to avenge the injured friend,
Well, Pius had to
whichsoever
teach
one
you.
of us would be.
Either way,
She's got a work detail. Let her go.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
So, and Paya was also not at the negotiation tables. We were.
Yeah.
So,
So it's like a trap.
if you think about it logically, and if you're willing to be devious,
Are we having this conversation?
Well,
in front of the giant?
maybe we should find them.
well,
like
my
just
sister
like,
once
sit
told
back
me
and
that a sniper should never try and kill someone in a group, but that the sniper should always try and injure someone in the group so that their friend will come and try and rescue them.
That's a tactic we used to use.
My sister needs a lot of social help. Either way, if these people weren't smart enough to simply injure you, the logic would be sound either way. Would you agree?
the way I see it, we have 3 choices.
Makes sense.
Well, first one, Slade, means they get kicked out of the guild. No competition, no harm done. Well, except for the injury. Sorry.
Accepted.
The other would be, now they're forced to work for us.
Now they're what?
We can force them to work for us, which is maybe not as fair. Why
Seems like
do we
a-
want them to? That's the other thing.
Seems like a rather, I don't know, terrible work environment?
There's no one more loyal than a
Hostile?
former enemy.
Well, we would own them. But the third would be revenge.
I don't know how I feel about owning people, to be honest.
The wolf nods her head in agreement with you.
Look, I don't want to go, like, just on a tear. But I would like to find this person.
Well, I mean, there is also the option of pretending that we're going for their competition and hoping that something comes along down there to tear them to shreds. But that would require a cunning mind and an ability to unleash monsters on someone.
Unleash me upon them.
We're not saying you're a monster.
Yes, there are lots of things about you, my friend, but monster is not something I would categorize you as.
Not for nothing, but we can't prove definitively if people were killed by skeleton soldiers with swords and arrows, or a monster, or Brandi, or some jackass with a bow. We can't prove nothing down there. We ain't got no witnesses, and quite frankly, it's so goddamn chaotic down there, I don't think we want to figure that shit out.
I just need 5 minutes with him.
That's probably why they wanted to do the competition in the first place.
I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes people know they're going down there to murder somebody. Again, we can't prove it unless magic or the law get involved, because it is a goddamn impossibility. They're looking for a fingerprint in a friggin' bar. There's tons of them. Of course there will be.
Well, if we can prove that they broke your rule.
I was told that this place is wild. Things are interesting where I live in the East.
I'd love to visit there sometime. This place is nice. It's quaint. It's cute. It's covered in crazy. But, change of pace ain't bad. And to your point, yeah, if you can prove, without a shadow of a doubt, who did this, yada yada, contract done. Them kicked out, possibly incarcerated.
There's one thing that's bothering me. What if we're attacked again? Are we allowed to
I can almost guarantee that we
defend
will be.
ourselves?
Like I said, we can't prove nothing.
Either way, I think the first thing we should do is call them for a meeting. Maybe we're being a little too hasty. What do you all say?
Would you care to share the rest of your devious scheme?
We don't all need to be at the meeting. Or present.
Oh, are you saying I act like I'm more injured than I am?
Well, I think for them to see that you're alive will only scare them further. Can you recognize the damage you've done?
What?
This shatter that you say you did.
Oh, yeah. Right, I mean, that little doorway has probably got some rubble.
Oh, right.
It affects inanimate objects as well as people, monsters.
And trying to find someone with, say, a grievous head injury from a rock falling on them, given our vocation, may be a little more difficult than one would think.
Maybe our friend Slade would like to join us at the meeting.
I'll be a fly on the wall.
All right.
The minute I get involved, that changes things drastically, and quite frankly, I don't want to do the damn paperwork. But I will listen, and I will watch. I will not be a part.
Zytheria, I think you should probably stay hidden. You might get another perception.
I thought my charm was alluring.
It is.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, very, very charming.
Yeah.
I agree. Yes.
So, are you issuing the invitation to a second negotiation with Rald's Runners?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, I will even spot for Paya to make us something special. And not poisoning them this time.
That's a good idea. So the invitation
No
goes off.
guarantees for the third meeting.
Was this that again?
No guarantees for the third meeting.
I mean, hey, poison me once, shame on you. Poison me twice, shame on me. Poison me a third time, you ain't gonna poison me a third time. I believe a wise man once said that.
He was only the leader of a nation.
Only for 8 years. But on that note, as that happens, the invitation goes out, table starts getting pulled aside, Slade starts kind of like bodyguarding the table. He's like, no one else is allowed to sit here. Paya starts cooking, and everyone starts to sit down. When that's happening, everything goes black.
Wasn't me.
And you see sand dripping, cascading, falling very thinly, but absolutely, to not be mistaken, there is a column of sand falling.
Just looking around, trying to... Where's the sand coming from?
Can't turn around, your shoulders are pinned and your neck can't quite make its movement like it needs to.
I try to cast my mage hand.
As you extend your hand for Mage Hand,
It's more of a...
Okay. Nothing comes out, but a blue hand from the darkness takes your hand.
It's not me.
Hello?
Hi there, fella.
Oh. Hi. What's happening?
Well, you see, we've been paying great attention to you. Of course we have. Well, there's so much you don't know yet. But this next part is going to be weird, so I'm going to hold your hand.
Okay, that's not unsettling, but sure, okay.
Yeah.
Who's we?
Well, two of us for now.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you help me out here? Tell me anything?
So, have I introduced myself to you yet?
Oddly, no.
And then another blue hand and the entire kind of cosmic deep blue body enters, and you're like two people pressed up in a phone booth, and he says, my name is Shah. Very simple, 3 letters, S-H-A, Shah.
Shah.
That's
Pleasure to meet you, Shah.
Oh, pleasure is all mine.
My name is 𝙁𝙁𝙁𝙁, as I imagine you know.
Yeah, big guy. Of course I know.
I mean, it's only proper that well, anyway.
Yeah. So this next part's gonna get scary. You need to let yourself drown in the sand.
Wait, I thought letting myself drown was bad.
Oh, right. Context. Buried in the sand.
Okay, why? That usually involves, like, dying? Is that...
Involves patience. You see, oh wow, we need to start. Square one. Okay, I'm Shah. Cosmic, swole, powerful, haunched, and I am strength. I'm force. My God, have you seen my abs? Look at my abs. I have amazing abs.
You must do tons of crunches.
Haven't had a carb since they were invented.
Wow, you're
Yes.
really dedicated.
I am a beast unit.
I see that. You've cultivated quite a physique.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're
I
welcome.
work hard on it. But that's the thing, though, right? It's always work. It's always back-breaking work to shoulder.
Right.
And then sometimes you have to learn how to let yourself be buried in the sand. To give yourself plenty of time.
Plenty of time for...
Well, right now you're standing in a Guildhall bar. What you need to be doing is going to the beach. There's something there for you. But you can't quite know what it is. And while you're there, in body, here in spirit, I'm going to be holding your hand as we get buried together.
Okay, will people think there's something wrong with me here?
You want to know the sad part? No one's going to care. And you have to be willing to sit in the sand, let it bury you, while no one cares. Because after all, sometimes everything is a burden, and you have to be very strong to carry it.
Well, there are different kinds of strength.
He leans in and he goes, exactly.
And maybe, just maybe... maybe I've got more strength than anyone realized.
That's for you to find out. Out of character, give me a check. Any check that you think makes sense in this crazy metaphysical puzzle you've been thrown into.
I'm so glad this isn't my story arc. I'd be booping the snoot of the genie.
I'm infinite. Don't boop infinite cosmic power.
Don't boop me.
I don't understand. Can you give me a song and dance?
Aldor knows personal space.
I need to be shown with puppets.
Okay, so I feel like...
Duplicate it.
Is this in order to go get buried? Is that what I'm trying to do?
You think so for now?
I'm gonna... this is years of therapy. He's gonna have to try to convince himself.
Okay.
So I would think persuasion.
Go right ahead and roll.
Or maybe deception? No, persuasion.
Yeah,
Let's
definitely
go-
persuasion.
I like that. Yeah, I don't think lying to yourself is quite the same.
No. I'm trying to really get to the... I am pretty. All right.
I am
Here we
downright
go.
charismatic.
Oh, that's terrible.
Just so I understand.
You know what?
Are we
No.
temporally kind of...
I'll show you in a minute.
Yeah.
No, we're re-rolling that. My inspiration is now gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't I take the Loki feat? Or is that not this character?
That.
Okay, different character.
A 26.
Okay. Cut to the real world. This entire conversation, this being buried in sand while this genie is holding your hand, like, we gotta go through this together. In real life, this has been a split second, and you can feel... You know, sometimes when you're at that level of drunk where you know your body's moving, you can feel it, but it feels like it's an autopilot kind of thing? You can just feel yourself, look at your friends and go, I gotta go, I'll be right back. And you get up and your body starts walking by itself. And as this happens, you're still in this tiny prison with sand, and now it's about up to the knees. And the genie's there with you, sand up those knees. He's holding your hand and he's like, just be patient and breathe, is what he keeps telling you. And all of a sudden you start feeling that kind of numb, airy feeling as your body is on autopilot as it stumbles. Just bended knee after bended knee onto the coast, onto the sand. It's muddy, it's thick, it's packed. The salt water stinks with dead fish and salt. And then he looks to you, and then he's holding your hands. He says, remember, this next part, you just have to keep getting through it. Keep digging. Keep digging. Remember, we have infinite cosmic power. There is nothing that can stop us, but we have to just keep digging.
All right. Let's keep digging.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh boy. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
Am I just...
Oh my god, I rolled another 19.
Holy shit,
Nice.
dude.
22.
22. All right.
That's crazy.
It's great.
So people on the beach are just working, and they're just seeing this guy all by himself, bare hands, clawing in the wet sand. And you can feel your hands moving as if they're possessed by some other force, and you can feel the wetness, that almost mud-like sand, just getting deep into your fingernails. It's like wearing wet, soppy gloves. It's gross. And he goes,
He probably has a moment of, what the... Ugh. Because, he's used to a life of, like, some comfort.
Office work.
But he convinced himself. He really convinced himself, so he's just going to redouble down and maybe even try to work a little harder.
okay, give me another athletics check. 14. The redoubling efforts don't seem to work. You're starting to hit that kind of and really packed part of the sand where you're starting to need tools now. But the more your hands can't quite get through it, he looks to you and he says, I didn't say stop. You gotta keep getting through it. Keep going.
There are different kinds of strength.
There is.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Hey, Eldritch Blast. Hell yeah, roll the hit, baby.
Will it hit the ground?
Yeah, you just gotta get a 10.
It's a 19. I rolled a 19. So that's yeah.
That's a lot.
That is a 27.
Okay, yeah. You're like, it's like Vegeta, just blah, 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 blah. You're going into it. People are now watching you alone in a hole, just blasting like every 6 seconds, this massive beam of pure blue energy. And now the sand is up to your chest. And you can still feel his hands holding you, and he's like, I didn't say stop. You gotta keep going.
Keeps firing.
Keep rolling to hit.
That is a 22.
22, okay.
Do you want damage, or?
I mean, it's Eldritch Blast. It's beating the shit out of the sand. There's
Yeah.
no way it
never
ain't.
stood a chance.
I mean, I can keep rolling if you want.
God,
I love
it's
that the
yeah,
GM
more
just
just
told
like
one
you're
of the main
finally like
characters to go pound
huge,
sand.
huge hole.
Yeah.
Now the sand is starting to get to your chin. And he keeps smiling. He goes like, you gotta keep digging, buddy. You gotta keep going. Ha ha.
Generation X in me is saying, don't trust
He
this.
convinced himself.
Yeah. All right. At this point now, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as the sand is now covering your head.
This is where I'm not good. 16.
16. Pretty good. Pretty good.
22.
You start to feel the warmth and slight suffocation of the sand, and you can start feeling the weight push on it a little more. And he looks at you and he goes, "Keep digging."
I'll keep firing.
Okay. You take. There, it's much better. You take 3 con damage, meaning your Constitution stat is now -3.
Okay.
What's your Constitution stat at?
10.
10. Okay. So is that before or after you lost 3 to that?
That is after.
Okay, cool. So you're at 10. He looks at you and he says, keep digging. The sand gets heavier and heavier. Your limbs are getting tired from just constantly throwing this eldritch energy. And he looks and he goes, keep on digging. Infinite cosmic power. But what good is it if you don't keep digging?
Tries to hold his breath, and that is a 20 to hit.
Hole keeps getting bigger and bigger. And the sand gets heavier and heavier. You lose another 2 to your Constitution.
Okay, now I'm at 8.
And he looks at you and he says, where do you think you are right now?
He will cast message because he's not going to open up his mouth. Under the sand?
Something like that.
Buried? Am
digging.
I going to die?
Keep digging.
That's not an answer.
Keep digging, buddy.
Oh, that is a 9 to hit the sand. I don't know how I can miss, though.
Yeah, I'll say this, it basically just kind of hits a crude part. You're digging deep. You're getting to, like, serious bulkheads of, like, matter at this point. You lose another 4 Constitution.
Okay, so that's really bad.
So if you've got to hit the water tables by now.
He's getting there. He's definitely getting, like, his feet.
If you're next to the beach,
oh, yeah.
yeah, you had to have hit water tables.
You can feel a murky water starting to wash over your feet. It's this ever-present puddle. It's almost like, again, wearing wet, soggy shoes and socks. And you can feel how tired your arms are. You can feel how tired your back is. You can feel just tired. You are in this hole that you've been told to dig and keep digging and keep digging. And the sand on your back is suffocating you so much at this point. You're at how much Constitution total? 4 left. He looks you in the eye and he says, now you have a choice. Do you let the sand get higher, or do you stop digging? And when you answer this question, who are you stopping for? Who are you digging for? Because I told you, probably. Maybe it's your company, bloated with blue corpses. Maybe it's your friend making sure that the ranger who killed you gets justice. What are you really digging for? Huh.
My family.
So you dig then?
Yes.
Then keep fucking digging, little man. Go ahead. Your choice. Constitution saving throw, as low as it is, or the attack roll.
The attack roll.
Roll to hit. Oh god.
That's not one.
You raise your hand up. People are now standing all around you, and they just start screaming, "Stop! Stop! What do you do? Stop! You're gonna ruin everything! Stop!" You can't hear it. You can hear them yelling, the crowd, you don't know what it is. And your arm just kind of drops down low. The blast hits you in the foot. You can feel that horrible pain. And looks to you and he goes, "Do you know where you are right now?
No.
What do you think is filled with sand? What fills slowly with sand? Answer this question."
Hourglass?
A smile crosses his face. "I told you he's smarter than he looks." The hourglass around you shatters into a million pieces that fill the sky like stars. In the real world, you vanish. The only proof that you were ever there is a 150-foot hole that you dug with your bare goddamn hands. The trench on the beach. And you appear in this lovely like oasis with sand and a beautiful breeze. And there you see a second genie with beautiful golden skin, and their skin seems to kind of move like sand in an hourglass. And he goes, "Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Sorry, had to test you. My name is Friend, as in friend. Nice to meet you. I'm one of your, well, I represent the, hi, nice to meet you."
Hi, friend.
Hey, buddy.
I'm Aldor.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Nice to meet you. Am I alive?
Yes. We'll find out in time. But the big guy's got some plans for you. So me and Shaw, we're gonna put you onto something. Don't worry, they'll get you back when we're done.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. No time with the present. The time is right now. The time is good to go. Are you good to go? There's no answer to that. We're going.
Great.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Hell's yeah.
Hells, all of them. All 9 of them.
Oh, sure.
Hells
There's
yeah.
9. Great.
Yeah. Let's go, buddy.
Oh, great. Lead on.
Oh, don't worry. We're already in control of your body. Oh, do we have consent? Oh my God. Can we pilot your body?
That's weird.
Shaw, get the legs.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Sure.
Cool.
For now.
You're gonna want a nap and a lot of food when we're done with this. And we cut back to everyone else.
Sophia's gonna have a fucking field day.
With your body.
And you just see the door slamming wide open. Some crazy guy just dug a hole to God knows where and vanished. He looks like your friend, actually.
What the fuck?
And that's where we're gonna end the episode.
It took every piece of willpower I had to just keep my mouth shut through that whole scene. I'm like, yeah, this isn't good. Oh yeah, go ahead, take all that damage because somebody says, yeah, start digging. Yeah, go ahead.
Really?
I mean,
My head was doing.
Well, of course, I went there first. And by the way, this episode brought to you by BetterHelp.
Yes.
yes, please.
Because
help.
when you're digging in the sand and someone tells you to keep digging even when you're taking damage, you need to talk to someone.
Yes.
So Aldor is not in his right mind.
Yeah.
For all of you.
But hey, sometimes we need to expose that deep, sand trench we build just so we can, build it back up.
Yeah.
BetterHelp, because we know you have an HMO and they're not going to pay anyway.
Yeah, stop saying it. We gotta edit it out.
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
Hey, no, Joe, just put moo.
say moo. But on that note, yeah, we're going to be having a few episodes without our buddy here. He's going to be going on a little adventure of his own. So while
I will
he's
miss
doing
you.
that, yeah. Oh,
Will there be a beach?
and by the way, on that necklace you have for your character, on those 4 stones, the first one had that same kind of cosmic blue. The other one starts to kind of glow, and you see that kind of sandy oasis of gold, like it's constantly just moving sand up and down. Ah, yeah.
Awesome.
Are we still rolling?
Yeah, I'm about to say goodnight to everybody.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Am I still on?
Yeah,
Can you see me?
We're getting all of this.
I got embarrassed.
Anyway, everyone, thank you so much. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode, and we will see you here same time, same channel for the next episode of Dungeons Divided Rivenheim. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Love yous.
I'll be back.